What's going on, guys? It's Walrus. How are the kids, the women, and the children? This gameplay is 35-11 on Sideshow, which is the DLC that I never even uploaded without I was sick. I don't think I've ever even uploaded a DLC video since DLC came out. I guess I did Zombies, but no one watched that. Anyway, this video, I'm going to be talking about esports coinciding with DLC maps. I tried real hard to bring my team back. As you can see, the score is 39-95 right here. I went try hard. I basically carried the team for a little bit. Right here, I carried this whole hill. I didn't carry the whole thing. I mean, some people were defending it, but I pretty much was like going beast mode. I got a triple feed coming up, and basically I backpacked the team for about 2 hills or so, 1 or 2 hills, and then after that we just couldn't break anymore and went all downhill from there. But it was a close game for a while, and I found it pretty entertaining, so I figured I'd upload the whole game. So it is the 30th of March, which means yesterday COD Champs ended, and Denial won, so congratulations to Attach, JCap, Clayster, and Replays. Pretty sure it's Replays. Congratulations to them, but I got some stuff to say about what happened before the grand final with the previews of the DLC maps coming up. I noticed something that Benson said, one of the commentators said before, when they were showing the preview of all 4 new multiplayer maps. When they showed, I'm pretty sure it was Chop Shop is the map that you were talking about. Benson goes, "Oh yeah, this is a pretty a symmetrical map, you know, it looks like it'd be pretty good, and it'll probably be used in competitive, or there's a good chance it could be used in competitive or something like that." And, you know, it got me wondering, because I'd say most of the better maps that are used for competitive, like in Black Ops 2, Raid was used. I'm blanking out on more Black Ops 2 maps. Point being is, and then in Ghost, it was that snow map that was symmetrical. I don't remember. It had trains on it. You get my idea. Some of the better maps in the game. What was it? It might have been Freight. I don't know. Some of the better maps in the game are used in competitive. So basically, in all honesty, the maps that aren't used in competitive are pretty much trash. Now, there's a few exceptions because they don't use that many maps. So there are a few good maps that don't make it into competitive. But for the most part, from my experience at least, the competitive maps aren't that good. Or the non-competitive maps aren't good. So my issue is the fact that only one map is possibly going to be used in competitive. Like Drift, for example, was the DLC map from the last map pack that was used in competitive, which is the first time they ever used DLC in competitive. Next map pack, they may or may not use Chop Shop. I'm pretty sure they're going to, because Benson hinted at it. But why is it that there's only one map good enough to be in competitive? Because the way I see it is, basically, if you're going to say there's only one map good enough for competitive, what you're saying is there's only one map good enough to be, like, there's only one good DLC map from the pack, because, like I said before, all the good maps are used in competitive. All the symmetrical maps, all the maps with good flow. Like, to me, in all honesty, right here, I was just trying to hold down the hard point as long as I could with the Goliath, because I knew we needed to get the win right there. We got above them by like 10 points right there. And then this is where it came downhill. They got in that hill. I couldn't stop them. I tried. They didn't want to just rush in there, but I was trying to do it smart. Just went downhill. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, to me, it just seems like, I mean, they know what we want. There's all the symmetrical maps are the best maps in Call of Duty, like Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. That map's a little, like Nuketown, for example, that map, not a lot of people like that map. Some do, some don't. But that's a symmetrical map. Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2, symmetrical map. I'm not going to say your name on symmetrical maps, but those maps are usually the best maps in the game because they have good flow. Like I said, Sideshow to me doesn't have that great of a flow unless you're playing hardpoint, because people are forced to move around kinda. In Domination, they just camp the tags or camp the flags. But yeah, I think they need to start. I'm not necessarily saying make maps for competitive, but there should be more than one map from a map pack that can be used in competitive, which means there should be more than one map that has good flow. Because to me, out of core, urban, sideshow, and drift, even though drift, I'm just going through the maps right now, even though drift is a little big, I honestly think it has probably the best flow out of all of them. Sometimes it gets a little slow paced, but like sideshow and core and or urban, I don't really like those maps. So yeah, that's it. I just think they need to start giving us the maps that we want. Don't just add in one good map for competitive and then put in a bunch of random trash maps with bad routes and no choke points and that, you know, just give us good maps. They know the kind of maps that are good. They know the kind of maps that work. Why change it up and give us trash? Anyway, guys, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, in your opinion. Like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.